Hello, this is my post-mortem video for the planned problem pitch. And because it's a post-mortem video, I'm basically just going to be reflecting and talking about the project and how I think it went. And overall, I think it went well. I kind of had some fun with it. There were some problems going through, but I kind of adapted and I had to change my circuit power through, but I'll get to that in a little bit. So, what I'm most proud of, I think overall, I'm kind of just pleased with myself that I was able to make a circuit and have it work correctly along with my own code. I mean, I did consult the book for inspiration from previous homeworks, and I kind of mixed the two. I used the color mixing lamp as well as the light theremin to read the data from the photo transistors, as well as just controlling an LED through code through the ports. I also had to, I forget which one it was. I think it was like the love lamp or something. But basically, I'm pretty happy that I was able to make a working circuit. I did have to change it partway through, but that's for a different reason. Which brings me on to my next point. My biggest challenge was definitely changing my code. Initially, it was going to be, I was going to use a piezo, and I was going to read the real world time, check if it was during the day, and if it was, and there wasn't enough light for my plant, then it would make a sound on the piezo. But eventually I changed that to, it's just detects if there's enough light, then nothing happens. If there isn't, then the light will turn on. And I figured I did this for a number of reasons. First off, I wouldn't be able to get real world time without another part, which I didn't account for, and also I didn't budget for it on this project. I think there were other ways, but they seemed much more complex that I was willing to get into. So this would mean that it would be running, throughout the entire day, detecting the light, and especially at night when I won't be up. If it was the original thing, and at night the piezo would just be making noises all the time. I didn't want to, have that going on, or if I'm not home during the day and the piezo is going off, it would annoy my roommates. So I decided to change it to a light. That way I could, it just runs during the night and I don't have to think about it. If I see it during the day, I can just move my plant very easily. So, and another thing I decided for instead of using one photo transistor, I decided to use 3. This was kind of to make sure I didn't get any false positives in case, one of the photo transistors is covered by a shadow on the plant. So I decided to get 3 and take their average, and if their average is greater than a threshold that I set, then the light will stay off. But if it goes under, that means there's not enough light, and the light will turn on. So that was basically the whole idea for my planned pitch. And I think overall it came out to what I was hoping it would be. Advice for future students doing Project 1 next year. I don't know, be creative. There's a lot of different opportunities and options you have with this one. Even though it might seem like, there's not a lot with a plant, a lot of people were using moisture sensors. I used light. Some people, they used different outputs for noise. I used a light bulb, or even a motor you could do. So I decided for that. There's also a temperature sensor that I forgot we even had, that I probably, that would have been, if I would go back, I might use that one again. So yeah, have fun with it. give yourself enough time. Don't really rush it, especially if problems come up, because they will. And you're going to have to change some things. And don't worry if you do need to change anything. So yeah, that's it. Hey.